Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. You join me today out in the Golf GTI. This car has not featured on the channel ever since its reveal quite a while ago actually, and the reason for that is, well, because it's kind of been busy fulfilling daily driver duties, getting me to and from shoots in all honesty, and I haven't really had time to do another video on it. But you guys should all be familiar with the car, with the spec and everything to do with why I bought it already from the reveal video. So if you did miss that, then go back and check that out if you haven't already. Today, what we're going to be doing is, well, first of all, I'm going to go out for a nice drive because I haven't really driven this car spiritedly for a while. It's kind of just been boring journeys which I've been doing in the car. And so I'm definitely overdue a bit of a hoon. But also to kind of propose the question and the discussion of, is the Mark 5 GTI one of, or is the best car for sub 5k? Now, for those of you who don't know, I paid $4.5 grand for this car. It was advertised for near on 5, and to be honest, with a similar spec and similar mileage to this, that's kind of what you are looking at. I mean, the cheapest one on the market currently right now is up for 2,500, but it's done like 180,000 miles, probably 1 million owners, and has been crashed and rebuilt about 4 times. Or you can get one which has done like 20,000 miles for 10 grand. So that's kind of where we're looking at, and I went pretty much in the middle, 90,000 miles, 6 owners, more than I would liked, for $4.5 grand. That is, though, not taking into account the Edition 30s or anything like that. It's a good all-round car. This is just a standard Mark 5, and, well, so far, I'm absolutely loving it. So, obviously, there is a couple of different reasons as to why I think this could be, hang on, one of the ultimate cars for sub 5k, and that is one of them. It's so fun. I'd be lying if I said I had traction on at the moment, but honestly, it's so much fun. In lanes like this, perfect, absolutely perfect. And even for daily driver, kind of just boring motorway miles, it does it pretty well. Because I've got the DSG, which, as some of you may know, I wasn't really a fan of getting, it just makes it so easy, so easy. Like I said in the reveal video, it's the kind of car which you can use all the power all of the time. And yes, I'm going to do some bits to this, and hopefully that will still remain, but just it'll be a lot more sketchy. Oh dear, it is so much fun, it really is. Now, just a little bit of a reminder for some specs on the car if you missed the reveal video. 200 PS on the car, 197 brake, but I would be still interested to see how much of that is still under there, really, under the bonnet. 280 Newton meters of torque. It's not loads by any means, but it's enough. It works, it's fun, but could definitely do with more. As I shall now demonstrate, second gear, 30 mile an hour, 40, 50, it goes, it's good, does the job, good little thing. And so yeah, I mean, stats like that for a car which costs around 5k, or in most cases under 5k, it's a lot of car for the money, it really is. And yes, there might be more cars for the money. I mean, you could get like an old retro BMW 7 Series. Joel, if you're watching, I know you got your eyes on one of them. Just something ridiculously expensive like 20 years ago, which is now worth nothing. But this is a Golf. It's a Golf GTI, 200 brake horsepower, front wheel drive hot hatch for 5k is really very appealing, and that's why they're so popular. And going on from that, I mean, the capabilities of the car, it performs. It doesn't perform like a 5k car, it performs like a 15k car, like what it was back when it was new. It doesn't feel tacky or dodgy or just old and dreary. It hasn't lost any of that. I mean, the build quality of VWs has always been good, especially in this kind of generation, because 90,000 miles on the clock. Yes, it's got some little cosmetic bits here and there, but generally it's in one piece. Standard engine, obviously, standard turbo, obviously, and mostly standard paint as well. Now, in terms of reliability, of these, like I said, they are pretty reliable, and to run, they're pretty cheap. Woohoo, crikey. They have very few known issues. Yes, the arch is rust. Yes, you've got to do the cam belt and the water pump and everything like that every X how many years. But all in all, there's very, very few things on this car which are known to go wrong. And for a car this cheap, that really is the best of both worlds, really. Cheap car to buy, cheap car to run. Boom. Amazing. And I suppose in the unlikely event of something going wrong with the car, it's not hard to fix, because one, there's so many parts out there, the cars are common, everyone knows how to work on them. Easy, piece of cake. And I suppose in the same event, because they are so common, the parts are, give or take, pretty cheap as well, because it's an old car. It's fairly cheap to fix. Now, admittedly, this car is still pretty new to me. I've only done maybe 1,000 miles in it so far, had it for about a month or so, pretty much. But so far, absolutely loving it. Obviously, I had a big overhaul on the car, spent about 850 quid making it up together, because the cam belt was 5 years overdue, so it definitely needed doing. And now it's running sweet as anything. Now, I will obviously be documenting my whole ownership of this car. I intend to keep it long term. It's the perfect thing for me. It's a bit of a run around, but also a lot of fun as well. And we will be doing some modifications, like I've said previously in the reveal video. So if anything does go wrong, fingers crossed it doesn't, then obviously you guys will be the first to hear about it. As well as that, also, if there are any other cars which you would say rival this in terms of a lot of car for the money, sub 5k, then let me know, because I would be interested to see what kind of other cars there are out there in this similar price bracket. And perhaps we can have ourselves a little series where we put this up against its price point rivals. A bit like Hot Hatch head to head, but with a different kind of aspect to it. So that could be interesting. If you want to see that, let me know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to wrap things up. It's been a fun little drive this morning. Roads are filthy. Car is undoubtedly now even more filthy than it already was. But yeah, I thought that it would be an interesting video to make, just to kind of put it out there, really, because in my experience of the car so far, it really is quite impressive for 4.5 grand. And that is no secret. I mean, these cars are so popular for a reason. And I'm absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. Of course, the car is still stock. This is only the second video which I've done of the car, but there's going to be plenty more to come from this, that is for sure. And also the 140, that has not gone anywhere. It is currently, well, having a bit of a break, really. A lot has been going on with that car lately, so it's having a well-deserved break, I think. But there'll be some more videos of that coming very soon as well. But like I said, that is going to wrap things up from me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures that will come.